Good morning. Is it okay to speak English?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, welcome to this presentation on Little Swan Digital Storytelling Club. And as all you know, this is a C4D project. So the first time I heard of C4D was on a discussion about making a documentary film for World Vision's migrant children's work. Our work team originally planned to use the idea of C4D to capture some stories from the eyes of the children and put the children's work into the documentary. Because of my passion on photography and filming, I got very interested in this project and started to learn more about it by talking with Donnie, who attended the C4D training, and by reviewing the materials like the guidebooks and training handouts and some videos. So, as you all know, C4D is short for Communication for Development. It is a tool to increase the participation of children in the community development process and to enable the voice of the children to be heard by the community leaders. So I like this idea a lot. After many thoughts and discussions, I said to our team, why not start a children's club? The club could be our platform to implement the C4D project. So it would not only be used to make a documentary. This club could also be an interest group to enrich the after-school activities for migrant children. So surprisingly, our team, in other words, you guys, totally supported me. I was wondering who would listen to our intern's idea to start a project. The agreement and support from you gave me so much confidence. So I started to write the proposal and apply for the budget. Because we were going to start a club in the Yanjing Little Swan Migrant School, so we named the club Little Swan Digital Storytelling Club. Donnie, Carmen, and Relay, and I formed the C4D super team. So, sorry. So I summarized the process of implementation into 3 parts: preparation, workshops, and field work. We used 2 weeks to prepare our teaching plan and to recruit members for the club, and we used 7 weeks for workshops to teach the basic skills to the children. And then we used 6 weeks of field work to shoot a film and present it in the National Children's Forum, which was held last week. So in recruitment, we did one-to-one interview. The children were asked to tell stories to us. After the first time interview, we selected 19 students to become our club member. However, we felt somewhat out of control in the first club meeting. So we decided to cut off the numbers of our club members. We had a storyboard exercise and a group exercise of story pictures, and we graded the kids on their performance. Then we chose 12 kids to as our official club member, but 2 of them got lost interest in later workshops. So the numbers of the club member total is 10. In workshops, we encouraged the children to tell stories, and we taught them how to take pictures, how to draw a storyboard, and taught them to write a shooting script, and taught them how to shoot short films. Here are some pictures. And in the workshops, I was the leader I was the leading teacher, and in the field work, Dongli is our leader. So in the field work, we select one of the key story and to shoot a short film as a group. And finally, the kids presented their work in the National Children's Forum last week. So to summarize this project and for future reference, there are some good things I think we should keep on doing. The first one is I think the recruitment process is very important, and the way we did it, like one-to-one interview, and I think it's very good. And the World Vision, I think, should continue taking the initiative on interviewing children in the beginning. So, and secondly, I think our club activity arrangements, like for example, the group work is very good because we divided the whole class as 4 small groups. So on one side, our teacher can lead one group, and on the other side, the children also can learn about the teamwork spirit. So, and also our workshops and field work included lectures and practices. So this increases both fun and skill enhancement for the children. And the third good thing, I think, is we have a relatively fixed club member. So there is no people walking in during our club activity. So this will help with team building and courses coherence. However, because this is our first time to implement this C4D project, so there are some places we can have some improvement. So I summarized 3 drawbacks, and I will give recommendation on it. The first drawback, I think, is we focused more on the technical skills. Dongli and I discussed this before in the field work, and we think we taught them more on the skills of how to take pictures and how to make videos, but we didn't have much time to let them tell their story. So I think the communication was emphasized in the C4D idea, but it seemed we did not. So it is very important to hear what the children's real thoughts are. So I think in the future we can redesign the curriculum and simplify the technical skills, and then add more activity to guide children in thinking about their stories. And the second drawbacks, I think we lack of connection with other people. Communication was, I think the idea of C4D is to build the bridge of the children and the community, but it seemed our project did not help on the communication between the club members and the community. So I suggest in the future we can have some picture wall or have a public movie show to the community to let the other people know what we are doing, and to let, for example, the schools or their families, the communities, people, to understand the children's real thoughts, and to let them say, oh, my kids also have opinions on the issue. Okay, so the third one is I think we have a small scale of influence. One thing is because of the numbers of our club members is limited, because there's only 10 people. And on the other hand, I think their age are relatively young, so they do not, I think their maybe brain development is not mature enough for them to express their opinions. So I think in the future we have also partnership with other volunteer group, In this way, we can recruit more people and have more teaching assistants, so we can divide it into more groups. So more people who are interested in storytelling who can join us. And then I think in the recruitment also we can target teenagers who are like from 12 to 18. So they will have more mature thought on the social issues and communities development. Yeah. These are my recommendations for this project. So now I want to talk more about this whole internship experience. Besides this project, I also assist with many other projects like English Fountain, NGO Forum, and documentary and community research. I think during this 6 months experience, I learned a lot. So first of all, I have learned the process of a development project, from a project design to project implementation and project evaluation. And also I have learned some tools like logic frames to have a bigger map of the whole project. So, and then most importantly, I get to know about those migrant children. Before this internship, I had no idea about what are they and where they are living, what their conditions are. And also I didn't like kids before. But from this experience, I get to know about their living situations, and I have directly contact with them. I fell in love with playing with kids, and also I cared more about the education side. So I think it means a lot to me. And the other thing is because I have some connections with other NGOs, so I understand China's NGO development, and I get to know other NGO fields, not only in children's development, but also environment or disabled people. So in the end, I want to say thank you all